Hear me out. I know this must be the most outrageous take you'll hear this week, and possibly this month, and potentially the entire season. But Manchester United just beat City 2-0. They are on 35 points with 16 games left. And above them, well, we got Arsenal with 50 points, City with 43 points, and Aston Villa with 43. And not to talk about Liverpool, which is just above United on 36 points. So before you close the video, downvote me in your head or send this to a group chat with "what is this guy smoking" caption, let me be very clear. This is not optimism. It's not even belief. This is a thought experiment. I'm not asking, well, will United win the league? I'm asking something much more uncomfortable. From this exact position, is it even mathematically possible to win the league? And to do this properly, we need one rule. No vibes, no momentum, no the usual "we are back", just numbers, constraints, and how quickly things fall apart. Think of this like a live simulation in your head, and every time one variable fails, the run is over. So let's freeze the table for a second. United are 5th on 35 points. They're not chasing one team, they're chasing 4. And that already tells you how unhinged this question is, because this isn't a comeback story. It's a 4-team overtake with no room for error. And that's where the math gets cruel very quickly. Let's start with United themselves. 16 games left. If United win 12 of those, well, that's 36 points, and that puts them on 71 points. And 71 might not even sniff a title. So realistically, this run needs to look something like this. 13 wins, maybe 2 draws maximum, and basically zero tolerance for bad days. This isn't top 4 form. This is a championship parade form. One sloppy draw, and well, that wouldn't be a setback. That's the end of the experiment. And we are not even talking about the teams which are above United. Because now we just get to Arsenal. 50 points. Even if Arsenal don't collapse, even if they're just fine, let's say they average like 1.5 points per game from here, they finish around 74 to 75 points. Which means United just don't need to be incredible. They need Arsenal to drop points repeatedly, which has been a trend over the last weeks. Not once, not dramatically, but quietly, over and over again. And that's the first moment where this starts to feel less like football and more like hopping your Wi-Fi cuts out during your online exam, which, well, is an inconvenience, but possible, but you wouldn't plan your future around it. And then there is City. City is on 43 points, which is where this scenario starts asking for things that feel, well, unnatural, because City don't usually drift through spring. They don't casually drop points because the vibes are off. So for United, this one just requires City to be human. It requires City to be mildly disappointing for months, which historically, it's really asking for a lot. Then we go to Aston Villa, which are also on 43 points. And Villa are dangerous in a different way. Not because they're predictable, but because they are not. They don't need to dominate. They just need to keep winning games, which they are not really supposed to win. And suddenly, United are running on a treadmill that keeps on speeding up. And then we got Liverpool. Well, they're on 36 points, 1 point ahead of United. And on this experiment, they wouldn't really be such an inconvenience, which really sounds manageable until you realize that Liverpool don't need to be great. They just really need to exist. Every team above United doesn't need to actually collapse. They just need to not collapse at the same time. And that's actually the problem. Now, let's talk about something that United can actually control, even though they haven't been able to control games for a very long time. Because from here on out, the experimentation becomes practically illegal. No system resets, no "let's try this for a few weeks", no identity crisis. Whatever version of United exists right now that did beat City under Carrick has to survive 16 straight pressure points. Because adaptation will cost points, and points are the one currency that his run cannot spend. And this isn't about improvement anymore, it's about execution under a microscope. And then there is squad availability, which is where this scenario really starts sweating, because this one assumes one thing: no major injuries, no forced reshuffles, no fatigue crashes in April. So, well, we got a Casemiro with no legs and a De Ligt and Maguire that are really injury prone. So rotation becomes actual gamble and fatigue becomes an enemy. And this is where most title chases die. Not in big games, but usually on a random Wednesday away when someone's hamstring decides it's had enough against Burnley or Wolves. So, well, it's really unrealistic. So now stack everything together. United need a near perfect form, Arsenal to slow down, City to not do City things, Villa to actually cool off, Liverpool to somehow plateau, the tactical stability that we've never had, and a squad held together by hope and, well, ice baths. And this isn't impossible, but it's incredibly fragile. One bad draw, one rival hot streak, one injury at the wrong time, and the entire thing collapses like a Jenga tower someone sneezed near. So why even ask this? Why entertain something this absurd? And well, because it shows you something important. Title races aren't about beliefs. They're about pathways. And once you actually map the pathway, you realize how narrow it actually is. Not impossible, just, well, terrifyingly thin. So, could United win the league from here? Well, mathematically, yes. Structurally, barely. And realistically, only if chaos actually lines up perfectly. And that's not pessimism, it's clarity. Because, hear me out, sometimes most ridiculous questions are the ones that teach you the most, once you actually follow them all the way through. Thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing.